Okay, we're rolling.
Okay, darling.
I'm so glad you came over my house today. I'm so excited. Oh. Okay, now, cooking lesson. Let's cook your chili con carne from your book Diet Simple. This is my Bible cookbook. I call it Swimming with the Sharks because to me the kitchen is infested with sharks. And,
I hear one.
Okay,
I hear one right now.
There's one right there. Oh my God, it's coming on.
Oh,
Okay.
and the smoke's coming on.
Smoke. Oh my God. Okay, we started a little bit earlier, so let me quickly recap for you what we're doing. I'm leaving the professionals in charge. We're making chili con carne, and what we have to do is we have to we've got to saute the vegetables. Anyway, we've already done that in the beginning, so now let's just go from. Okay, so we're ready to saute our vegetables.
Okay, so read me the ingredients, would you, hun bun?
I sure will. Okay, so there is 1 tablespoon of canola oil, which you get really hot.
We put that in the oven, in the stove, we put that in the pan already.
Okay, a large onion, which we chopped.
Chopped a large onion.
3 cloves of garlic. I think I only did 1, so let's do 2 more.
All right.
3 tablespoons of hot chili powder. 1 large fresh green pepper chopped. 1 28-ounce can of Italian plum tomatoes chopped, including the liquid. 1 can of kidney, black beans, whichever's preferred. Half a cup of water or bouillon to hydrate the bulgur.
Okay, and how much bulgur?
Half a cup of bulgur.
Okay, let's do the bulgur first.
Okay.
What is bulgur?
Bulgur's wheat.
Oh yeah, it's cracked wheat, and it is so yummy. And it provides a really nice texture for the recipe, which makes a lot of people think there's meat in it.
Yeah, and it fills you up.
Yeah, so how much water for a half cup of bulgur?
Half cup of water or bouillon to hydrate the bulgur.
Okay, all right, that's what we're gonna do.
Okay. And
we just let that sit, believe it or not, and we'll let the bulgur sit and hydrate while we're doing all this other stuff.
Okay.
Now, the oil is now nice and hot.
Okay.
I have the stove on medium-high.
Okay.
And now I'm going to toss in the onions.
Okay.
And the peppers.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
And do you have a wooden spoon?
Yes, I do. Look in that top right-hand drawer. I'm cutting up the tomatoes because I have a feeling we're going to put those in there too.
Yeah. You know, the secret of delicious vegetables is sauteing them at a really high heat.
God provided that we don't burn them and burn the house down, which I'm prone to doing sometimes.
Well, I know, it should be.
No, but this is a lot easier because it doesn't get greasy.
Well, you know, what happens when you have the vegetables sauteed at really high heat is that the water that is released from the vegetables gets evaporated immediately. And so the vegetables get fried instead of steaming in their own liquid. And that makes them taste better.
And boy, it sure makes them smell good too.
I know. Well, you know, the key to making the vegetables taste good is concentrating those flavors and making them just a little sweeter. And that's what cooking on a high temperature does. So one key to making sure that the vegetables aren't swimming in their own liquid is making sure you don't put too many in one pan.
Okay.
And you notice that I just put the onions in first.
Yeah.
And these are the aromatic vegetables.
Yeah.
Onions, garlic, peppers. They lend a lot of flavor to a dish. And you saute them first.
You mix them together. We're going to do the onions first and then the peppers and then
Well, I'm going to
garlic.
put the onions in first just a little bit, but I'll put the peppers in now. It's no big
That's
deal.
what I've never known. Is it if there's some rule of thumb that the onions always go first or the garlic goes first? Or
Well, another important thing for flavor is oil. The oil. We use canola oil because canola oil can be cooked at a very high temperature without smoking or burning. And the reason I waited to put the peppers in was so that there wouldn't be too many vegetables in the pan, so that the vegetables would fry instead of steam in their own juice.
Yeah.
So
it really doesn't matter which one you put in first?
Well, I think vegetables like onions, the real flavorful ones, are often put in first because you really want them nicely cooked and they're so flavorful. Then you add the others, which tend to cook more quickly.
Yeah. So what about garlic? Because where I always screw up is I always, in fact I'm going to start Okay.
Because garlic burns easily.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Because see, that's my problem. I never know which ones to go in first or second or third, and so I end up dumping them all in at the same time, and then my garlic is brown.
Yeah, right.
You know, so it just doesn't kind of work for me. I'm going to smash up some more garlic.
So, and as far as the garlic, the recipe calls for 3 cloves,
Yeah.
but it doesn't matter.
No, but I like garlicky. It's
I know,
good.
so if you like it garlicky, put in 3 cloves.
Okay.
If you want it less garlicky, use 1 clove. Or no, you don't need any garlic. You know, in Italy, there's a debate among foodies. They're all fighting about garlic or no garlic. Right now.
Italy, they're fighting about no garlic?
Yes, believe it or not.
Why? I
There's
thought garlic was like this thing that was so good for you, and
Well,
Yeah.
they're thinking that, the thinking is that garlic has such a powerful flavor and aroma that it overwhelms all of the other flavors.
ah.
And it's true. I began cooking without garlic because I have a friend who's allergic, and I have really enjoyed some of the dishes just as much, with or without the garlic.
I wonder how they got started using garlic in the first place. Maybe their food wasn't that very well preserved, and they used it to mask some of the flavors of the food.
Well, you know that the intense
Ready
flavor.
for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The intense flavor of onion and garlic is provided by phytochemicals. One of them called allium that are really important for heart health.
We need that.
Yeah, when vegetables or fruits have really intense flavors and aromas, it means they're loaded with these compounds which really are important for health. The vegetables synthesize, like garlic and onion, synthesize allium in order to protect it against bugs. I mean, what bug is gonna, if they have a choice between a rose and a garlic?
They're going to go for rose.
Right, exactly.
You know what? Maybe I should look into garlic farming in Florida. Maybe it'd be something that I could actually grow.
I don't know. I think your ginger is beautiful there.
Here, my basil.
Linda.
Well, the basil's kind of looking. Well, anyway, we're trying.
Your basil's wonderful. Okay, so now we're just going to wait for the onion, pepper, and garlic to cook a little while.
Okay.
I like it to cook so that it's nice and brown.
Okay, because this is starting to get brown
Smell it.
now. Oh God, it smells so good.
And
Wait,
notice
smell
that
it.
there's no water in the pan.
Not a bit. I mean,
So
it's
that
kinda
means
dry,
we put in
dry.
the right amount of vegetables to oil, and it's at a good temperature. You just got to be on top of it. And toward the end of the cooking is when you want to add the spices. Chili powder.
Uh-huh.
And for fun, we could add some of your chipotle chili powder.
Oh yeah, okay.
We could add a dash of cinnamon.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah, with the chipotle.
Yeah, it's a really nice mix.
Yeah.
It's not in my recipe, but it's sort of a new addition that
So in
I've
other words,
discovered.
just do what you want to do and feel free to add the things that you like. I mean, personally, I love cinnamon,
Yeah.
and you know, I find myself not knowing how to use it except for to make cinnamon toast with sugar in the morning, like my mom used to make for me when I was a kid.
Well, that's yummy.
Well, yeah, but I'm pretty sure that there are other things you can use cinnamon.
Well,
as an ingredient.
cinnamon is used in many Middle Eastern recipes with meats and savory dishes.
Ooh, yum.
And this is one way that it can be used in a savory dish. Just a dash.
Yeah.
Because cinnamon is another spice that can be really overpowering, and I think is overused in a lot of recipes.
Okay, well, you know something? Here is how much I love cinnamon and cinnamon toast. If I look in here, I have actually one of my pepper shakers filled with cinnamon.
Oh.
And sometimes I make a mistake because I can't see, it's dark in there and I can't really see. And just, okay, that's the dark one. And I've used it in place of pepper before. And you know what? It really doesn't taste bad. So that's why I'm not surprised that there's cinnamon in this dish too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? Now's the time to put in our 3 tablespoons of chili powder. Now, you know what we could do for fun?
Yeah.
We could do 2 tablespoons of chili powder,
Okay.
1 tablespoon of chipotle chili,
Okay.
and just a dash of cinnamon.
Okay. I'm going to
Now-
let you do the dashing because dashing sometimes I get a little carried away. You know, I think if one is good, then two's better, and sometimes that's just not the case. Okay, here's one chili powder.
You know why this is a good time to add the spices?
No, why?
This is the best time to add the spices because
I've got to screw this
it
up.
doesn't, you know, it doesn't matter. Just
Put it all in.
put it all in. Just put it all in. Don't worry. That's the beauty of these Diet Simple recipes. Most of them are not, you don't have to be perfect. Now just do a half a tablespoon of the chipotle.
There's a good idea. Because that's a lot.
Maybe just a half a tablespoon.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Because I think that's real spicy too.
Yeah.
Now, this is the best time to add the spices, whether it's a curry dish or a chili dish or any kind of dish, when you're sauteing the vegetables,
There, that's enough.
because the oil in the saute brings out the flavor. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. A lot of flavor is fat soluble. What
Okay,
that
so
means,
is that about a dash of cinnamon?
yeah.
Okay, just like
Okay,
a little
just a pinch.
pinch.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, dear. Okay.
Okay, that's it. And you're gonna find it's gonna make a nice little difference. We want it very subtle. We don't want anyone to think there's cinnamon in it. We want people to just to taste it and think, oh, this is just a little exotic. And
And with all that chili powder I put in there, I don't think anybody's going to mistake us.
you never know. You never know. Anyway, so
Oh my God, you're standing
You know,
side by side.
that's what the chili powder does.
Yeah.
Sunny! Sunny! I know! We're okay! We're okay! Don't worry! Okay, so we want this to be sauteed for a while in the oil because
Have to get rid of the chili.
the oil, Sunny, I don't think dogs are supposed to be near the food. What do you...
Oh, okay. Say hi, Sunny.
No French kisses. Oh, that's gross. No, I love
Okay,
Sunny.
I am going to wash my hands
Oh,
of a healthy dog. Gosh, you know what? She must really like the chili because she comes in here the minute that we kill ourselves.
Okay, we're on camera, so we better wash our hands after handling the dog.
I washed my hands.
Okay,
Clean hands.
okay, clean hands.
Okay, so when do we put the tomatoes in there?
Okay, tomatoes actually slow down cooking. The acid in tomatoes and lemon juice slow down cooking. So you put the It's the pepper.
It's the pepper. And
You
we
put
don't
the
have
tomato
a
in.
pan.
I know. This happens to me when I chop jalapeno peppers too. And by the way, you can chop a jalapeno. Let's want to get one of those hot peppers and put it
Listen,
in.
as much hot stuff as we have in here, we may as well. Let's just
Yeah.
toss in, including
So-
the kitchen sink.
And now I'm going to turn the heat down on this. Believe it or not, we're almost done. This recipe is so fast. I do it with my teenage clients, and we do it in like 20 minutes or less.
Well, I don't even think we've been here 20 minutes. I'm
So
gonna make sure I
actually,
see these
the
really good.
cooking is done. The only cooking you really have to do is saute the onions, peppers, and garlic, add the spices, and this just is what brings out incredible flavor. Okay, so you're taking out the seeds and the white part of the pepper, of the jalapeno pepper,
Yeah,
so that it's not extremely, extremely hot.
right.
We're gonna add that to the mix.
The
Just
whole thing or just half?
chop it
This
up
is a big-
tiny. That's enough probably. Just chop it up real tiny.
Okay, so I just used a half because we already have,
Yeah.
this is a big pepper and we already have a lot of chili in there.
Yeah.
I'm using my chopping technique. I've been watching the Food Network. I still can't do it, but I have not cut myself. Thank goodness, I am real careful. I'm
Now-
working on my...
Okay, put that pepper, I would put, and that, the jalapeno pepper should go in at the same time as the other pepper.
Oh, okay.
So,
But this can be a little flavorful here.
yeah, right. And look how the bulgur is nice and fluffy now. Look at this,
Ooh,
really nice.
that's perfect.
That's perfect. So now we're gonna dump in the whole can of tomatoes.
Okay.
And I love using the big can of plum tomatoes. When tomatoes aren't in season, I love using canned plum tomatoes. I just chop them up and we put in the whole thing,
Okay, I'm dumping it now?
dumping it in. Dump in with the liquid and everything.
Okay, even the liquid from the can.
Even the liquid from the can.
Okay.
And actually, I'm gonna turn the stove off. Everything else is just added. And the can of beans.
Oh, okay.
Do you have the can of beans
Yeah,
ready?
yeah, I've got the beans ready.
Cool.
So that's all? Off.
Yeah, that's it.
So
And you know,
do we wash the beans or
we
add
don't
the
need to
liquid?
wash the beans, just dump the can right in.
With the liquid?
Yeah, with the liquid.
Okay.
Because what's gonna happen too is the bulgur is gonna soak up the liquid of the tomatoes
Yeah.
and the beans. And it's gonna be really delicious.
Let me dig these out.
Yeah. We use kidney beans, but you can use black beans or pinto beans, whatever. And
Kidney beans are good.
this does not need to cook any longer because the canned beans and the canned tomatoes are already cooked. By definition, canned food is already cooked. So it just needs to be heated up and served. That's it, we're
That's
done.
it? We're done?
We're done.
We're done? And it's another great recipe from Diet Simple.
Yes,
Anything,
indeed.
listen, anything with the simple in it, I'm gonna be all over that.
Well, you know what's so good about this is you can eat it now with tortilla chips.
Tortilla, oh, you know what, and we do have, oh, look, we can put this right in the bowl that we had the bulgur in.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, you know what's great, this dish now, it's gonna take,
So it needs to sit there and
it
there
should
and just,
sit
okay.
and soak up the liquid. You want the bulgur to soak up the liquid from the tomatoes and the beans, and the spices will meld. And
But I can taste it.
it'll still be good now, but it'll be better tonight or tomorrow in particular.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good, I really like this.
And
Yeah.
I bought these whole grain tortilla chips that, is that good?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you can serve it.
Delicious.
Do you have some small bowls? Yeah. So we can put a little bit of this, yogurt, smashed avocado, and salsa in like 4 small bowls, and people just dip.
I love it. Okay.
Or you can put it in a tortilla,
Yep.
or put it over a healthy lean hot dog,
I'm not gonna put this over a hot dog.
or just eat it like
I'm not
chili.
gonna eat a hot dog. I can't believe that you're sitting here telling me I can have a hot dog.
Well-
I love you, man. I love you. Oh. Okay, so what's next? Okay, perfect.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. If you reach the tortilla chips, here, let me get them, Catherine. I'm like 10 feet taller than you are. And I'm gonna put, oh, 3-grain tortilla chips.
I love these tortilla chips
Tortilla chips.
because they are made with
I don't care what they're made with, they're good.
whole grain corn, cracked whole wheat, and canola oil. Yummy.
What is that sweet flavor there? We did not add any sugar, but there's something in there that's sweet.
Well,
It
That's
tastes
what-
delicious.
that's what happens when you cook the vegetables on high heat.
It's the onion.
Mm-hmm.
It's the onion.
Yeah, that's what the beauty of cooking cooking the vegetables on high heat. It brings out the sweetness, caramelizes the vegetables,
That tastes good.
and they're more flavorful that way.
What's good?
Yummy.
Okay, one more tortilla
Okay,
chip and then we move to the next.
Okay, let's put this in a container. Let's see how many servings does this recipe make. Okay, this is 4 servings, and each serving is 320 calories. So, and by the way, did you notice it took no salt?
None, and I don't
None.
even need it. And I put
No,
salt on
it's
everything even
delicious.
before I eat it.
So, we're gonna divide this up into 4 containers and put it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And then we know each serving is 320 calories.
Okay, I could live with that. That's good. That'd be a good lunch.
Yeah.
For dinner. I think I'm going to have 320 calories just sitting here picking. Because there are no calories in food that you pick on in the kitchen.
Right.
Okay.
I love it. People, this is a favorite. It's so easy. I mean, did that take more than 15 minutes? I don't think it did.